Hello and welcome back to Futbol Mundial, where we take you on a tour de force of world football, unearthing the hottest stories from all 7 continents.
And on today's chest-hair heavy episode of Futbol Mundial, we have Bayern Munich slagging off PSG, a Brazilian legend is dealt some retrospective justice, why Stoke have the best squad in the Premier League, and Mourinho drops a line to an old flame. Let's get started.
We begin our journey in the States, where the MLS's newly implemented VAR system has got off to a controversial start, surprise, surprise, with one Brazilian legend on the end of a particularly harsh decision.
Yes, in a heated match between Orlando and New York Red Bulls, a fracas broke out after Christian Higuita and Sean Davis, don't know who they are either, exchanged handbags. However, while this was happening, Kaká did this.
Yeah, that's friends. That's friendly. Those guys are best friends, Aurelian Collin and Kaká.
What the ref didn't know was that Kaká and Aurelian Collin, the man whose head he was seemingly trying to pop, are former teammates and good friends, and it was all a joke amidst all the chaos. How lovely. But the prying eyes of the VAR picked it up, and he now faces a suspension for receiving a red card for violent conduct. For once, Kaká will surely be cursing the big man upstairs.
He loves God though, doesn't he?
He does. He doesn't.
Never shuts up about it. Now from actual head grabbing to headline grabbing transfers, segue, where Barcelona have shocked the world by replacing one of their holy trident with a bit of a holy transfer.
Yes, as you may know by now, the replacement in question is Paulinho, recently voted the worst ever player to don a Tottenham Hotspur shirt.
That is harsh.
That's pretty harsh.
That's mental. David Bentley, he was...
Yeah, he was pretty bad. Can't think of any others, but you know. The Brazilian has joined Barcelona in a $36.4 million deal from Gangzu Evergrande, making him their 4th most expensive player of all time and their priciest midfielder to date. Predictably, this prompted some hilarious responses on social media.
The only explanation we can conjure is that he's been in brilliant form for his country, helping reverse the Seleção's fortunes under new manager Tite.
This included a memorable hat-trick against Uruguay that helped Brazil climb back to the top of the South American qualification table and the world rankings. And who knows, Barcelona could yet sign a more capable replacement in Coutinho.
I suppose he can't fare any worse than the likes of Alex Song or Dmitro Shigrinsky, if that's any consolation to Barca fans.
Let's hope it is.
But probably not.
On the subject of Brazilians and obscene amounts of cash, our next story involves one of football's most powerful men who has called out PSG in the aftermath of the €220 million Neymar deal.
The man in question is president of Bayern Munich Uli Hoeneß, who has taken great umbrage at the world record-breaking move, calling it a sign of weakness. Ooh. That's a weakness that I would welcome at Arsenal, rather than set pieces.
Nice little gag from Chris there. As someone who serves jail time for dodging taxes, I'm not sure whether the 1974 World Cup winner is best placed to talk about finances. Still, it'll be jokes to see the Bavarians knock PSG out of this year's Champions League, a club whose record signing cost the equivalent to one of Neymar's legs.
Next up, we trek over to Diego Costa's family home in northeastern Brazil, courtesy of Alex Costa's suggestion on Twitter. I presume he's not a relation, but who knows. Anyway, the Daily Mail were invited for an exclusive interview with the big man, and revelation, the caveman does not live in a cave. Ooh, shocking. Shocking, I know. Is he technically a caveman?
I don't know. The media seem to think so. Essentially, they were there to discuss his fractious relationship with Chelsea, Conte, and subsequent exile. But as always, he is good value for money, so Costa gave them that and then some, including news that he'd spoken to old manager Jose Mourinho. Imagine if he'd tapped him up.
Yeah, well, it was somewhat surprising given how Mourinho exited Chelsea amidst rumours of a player revolt. But the tenacious forward said, "I've never had any problems with Jose. We have a strong relationship." Everyone was very sad when things didn't work out in the end for him at Chelsea. I was particularly sad. He did not share the same opinion of Conte though, did he, McCubs?
No, he surely did not. Diego said he had been treated like a criminal by the club and the cold and distant Antonio Conte, and is refusing their insistence to return. He's now looking for a move to Atletico.
What a surprise.
A quick trip to the Potteries now, home of John Babb and 2-for-1 curry nights at the land's finest Wetherspoons. Chris Hamill's words, not mine, I haven't personally tried it, where the club looks set to sign another Champions League winner.
Yes, 24-year-old PSG winger Jose Rodriguez, twice European champion with Real Madrid, completed a medical on Monday and joins 4 other players in the squad to have won club football's most illustrious prize. But can you name them? Get your answers in the comments below for a shout out on Twitter.
The question that remains though, can he fill the gap left by Arnautovic, i.e. pointing at teammates and telling them where to run? Probably.
Yeah, also he's got a reggaeton album, right?
Really?
Yeah, he does his own music and it is dreadful. Yeah. It's so bad.
Well, what can you expect?
Enjoy that,
Check it
Stoke.
Out. Nothing on Crucial Robbie.
Nothing on Robbie Williams as well, Stoke's finest son.
Yeah, very true.
Apart from Babb.
To finish this fantastic episode of Futbol Mundial, we're doing a rundown of some of the leagues you may not know have even started.
Yep, and we start off in the Liga MX, where champions Chivas were mauled 4-1 at the hands of Monterrey in the Apertura, with many fans of the Guadalajara side furious that the club hasn't invested more in players.
Yes, the Liga MX holds 2 annual tournaments, the Apertura and the Clausura, basically a summer tournament and a winter tournament, and these decide the final league standings. Incumbent champions Chivas have now only won 2 of their last 15 games and look set to suffer a major hangover after last year's endeavours.
The next league we're taking a sneaky peek at is the CFL, or Calcutta Football League, where East Bengal, 38-time league champions, have kicked off the 119th edition in some style.
Yes, Suha's hat-trick made light work of New Boys MVP Rainbow. Ooh, what a name. As Bengal ran out 4-1 winners. Who will stop them this year? Fans of CFL, let us know in the comments below.
Which leagues would you like to see us cover next? Obviously, there are plenty more we've never even touched on, so please let us know in the comments below and we'll do our best to give you some hot, steaming content.
So that's the end of Futbol Mundial for this week at least, but did we miss anything out? Any cracking stories from around the globe that we have missed? Let us know in the comments below. Pat, where should they go next?
They should stay right here on Eurofootball Daily. As always, Stat Wars the champions, more Futbol Mundial, Continental Club, and great top 10s.
And always, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.